Good morning, dear students. How are you today? I hope you're doing great. Today's lesson is asking for and giving advice. We are all human beings and we all need help from each other. Regardless of our age or our position in the society, we will always need to consult our friends, parents, or elder people. As for my case, I never neglect advice and I want you all to do the same. Never feel ashamed to ask for advice when you need help, and don't be mean when someone asks you for advice. Don't hesitate to help one another. A small advice can mean a lot to the other and can even change his or her life. And don't forget that I'm your older sister and I'm always here to help if you need something. So let's start our lesson, and we'll start by reading a dialogue.
What's going on with you? You look messy.
I have some problems with my boss, and I think of quitting my job. What do you think I should do?
If I were you, I would look for another job before quitting and secure my position. But then I'll take some time off to rest if possible.
Oh, thank you so much for your help. I will consider that for sure. Good. So now let's have a look at the comprehension questions and I'll give you some time to answer them. Okay, so the first question, what's going on with the girl? The girl doesn't feel comfortable in her job. She has problems with her boss. What is she asking for? She's asking for advice. How did you know? What expression did she use? What do you think I should do? What is her friend's response? Her friend advised her to look for another job before quitting this one. What expression did he use? If I were you, I would. Yes, correct. Now we're going to see other expressions. So take your listen copybooks and note what I'll say. First, we'll see the expressions used to ask for advice. To ask for advice, one should use the expressions displayed on the screen. What do you advise me to do? What's your advice? Could you give me some advice? What do you think I should do? What should I do? Have you got any ideas? What ought I to do? If you were me, what would you do? What would you do in this situation? How would you react in my position? What would you recommend? And to give advice, we use these expressions. If I were you, I would. If I were in your shoes, or if I were in your situation, I would. You should. Maybe you should. I think you should. I advise you to. My advice to you is, you ought to, you had better, or you'd better. Have you thought about? Your only option is, what about? How about? Why don't you? So, if you finish writing, let's move to practice. Work in pairs to write a small dialogue in which your friend asks you for advice and you reply using the expressions above. And get ready to perform it in front of your friends. Okay, so who wants to go first? Yes, please.
I have a toothache.
I advise you to visit the new dentist in my hood. He's really good. The next pair, please. Yes, come on. I want to read some fantasy books. Do you know any good authors?
I recommend you to start by George R.R. Martin.
Okay, and the last pair? I feel so sad. My classmates are calling me fat.
You would better start ignoring what they say. They are not real friends.
Okay, very good. So for the next session, you have homework. Think of a situation in which your friend or family member needs help and write a response giving them advice using the expressions you learned today. Okay, bring it next session. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed and learned from this lesson and see you next session. Bye bye.